Welcome to Rare Breed Brotherhood. If you want to be the best, you don't follow the crowd. You step aside and do it your way. That's the essence of a Sigma male. No flashy titles, no need for approval, just raw ability and a relentless drive to succeed. Sigma males are the unsung heroes in any battlefield. They don't crave the spotlight, but their results speak louder than any leader's speeches or accolades. You won't find them scrambling for validation or getting caught up in the drama of hierarchy. They simply get the job done. In a world of soldiers who depend on loyalty, medals, or external motivations, Sigma males operate on a completely different level. They are driven by an internal force, focused, adaptable, and nearly impossible to break. These are the soldiers who thrive in chaos, who perform under pressure, and who make critical decisions with precision when it matters most. If you want to understand why Sigma males are the best soldiers on the planet, stick around. We'll dive into what makes them so lethal, not because of some need for glory or validation, but because they have a unique mindset that sets them apart from everyone else. Let's get started, brothers. Number 1. Calculated risk takers. When it comes to high-stakes operations, recklessness is a death sentence. That's where Sigma males shine. They're not gamblers, they're strategists. Sigmas take risks, yes, but every move they make is calculated down to the smallest detail. They don't just leap into action hoping for the best. Instead, they analyze the situation like mathematicians solving a complex equation. Every risk has a cost and a payoff, and Sigmas instinctively break this down in real time. They ask questions others don't. What's the margin for error? What's the worst-case scenario? What's the probability of success if I act now versus waiting? This kind of mental calculus gives them a razor-sharp edge in combat or any high-pressure situation. This logical, deliberate approach doesn't just minimize mistakes. It maximizes mission success. While an alpha might charge headfirst into an ambush or a beta might hesitate in fear, Sigmas strike that perfect middle ground. They move when the odds favor them, but they never wait so long that opportunities slip away. Their decisions are the result of cold, clear thinking, and in the chaos of war, that's often the difference between survival and failure. What's most intriguing is that Sigmas don't get paralyzed by overthinking. They're decisive when the moment calls for it, trusting their ability to make the right call under pressure. And because their choices are grounded in logic rather than emotion or ego, their actions inspire confidence in those around them. In a world where recklessness leads to disaster and hesitation leads to missed chances, Sigmas stand out. Their calculated risk-taking ensures not only that they survive, but that they succeed. And in the end, isn't that what makes the perfect soldier? Number 2. The lone wolf pack tactic. In the world of combat, flexibility is everything, and Sigma males possess a unique tactical advantage. They are both lone wolves and team players, depending on what the mission demands. This adaptability makes them indispensable on the battlefield, where situations can shift from solitary stealth to coordinated teamwork in an instant. Unlike alphas, who thrive on the energy of group leadership, or betas, who rely on the collective for direction, Sigmas don't need external reinforcement to perform. They're perfectly comfortable operating solo, thriving in isolation where others might crumble from lack of support. Give a Sigma a target, a plan, and the freedom to execute, and they'll often exceed expectations without needing oversight or morale boosts. However, what makes Sigmas truly exceptional is their ability to seamlessly integrate into teams when necessary. They don't demand attention or recognition in group dynamics. Instead, they quietly analyze the strengths and weaknesses of the team and position themselves where they'll be most effective. They don't need the camaraderie or approval others crave, but they understand that working together can be the key to mission success, and they do it with precision. This duality, the lone wolf who can also run with the pack, offers unmatched flexibility. If a mission calls for stealth, reconnaissance, or solo operations, Sigmas can handle it without hesitation. If teamwork is essential, they adapt instantly, contributing without ego or the need to dominate. This adaptability isn't just a skill, it's a mindset. Sigmas understand that survival and success aren't about sticking to one role. They're about mastering all roles. And in environments where rigidity equals failure, the Sigma's ability to shift between lone wolf and team player makes them an unstoppable force. Number 3, unconventional thinkers. When it comes to warfare, predictability is a weakness. Enemies anticipate conventional moves, but Sigma males thrive by playing outside the rulebook. They don't see war as a straightforward contest of strength. They see it as a chessboard, where outthinking the opponent is more powerful than outgunning them. This ability to think unconventionally makes them a deadly asset in any conflict. Sigmas excel at finding creative, nonlinear solutions to problems. When plans fall apart or traditional strategies fail, they don't freeze or revert to textbook tactics. Instead, they see opportunities in chaos, thinking several moves ahead to exploit weaknesses others miss. Whether it's outmaneuvering an enemy through terrain, creating deceptive strategies to confuse opponents, or using limited resources in ingenious ways, Sigmas make the unpredictable their specialty. This unconventional thinking makes them perfect for guerrilla warfare, sabotage missions, and asymmetrical combat. They know that fighting the enemy head-on isn't always the best approach. Instead, they strike from unexpected angles, use surprise to their advantage, and dismantle their opponents piece by piece. Their creativity allows them to turn disadvantages into strengths, making them effective in scenarios where traditional soldiers would be overwhelmed. Sigmas also have a deep understanding of psychological warfare. They don't just attack physically, they attack mentally. They know how to unsettle the enemy, disrupt their focus, and make them second-guess every move. This ability to wage war on multiple levels makes Sigmas far more dangerous than those who rely on brute force alone. In the end, it's this non-linear, chess-like approach to combat that sets Sigmas apart. They don't just fight battles, they redefine how battles are fought. In a world where enemies expect the obvious, Sigmas deliver the unexpected, and that's why they always stay one step ahead. Number 3, emotional independence. In the heat of battle, emotions can be both a weapon and a weakness. For Sigma males, emotional independence is their armor. They possess a rare ability to detach themselves from the chaos around them, ensuring that their decisions are driven by logic and necessity, not by the pull of fear, anger, or attachment. Unlike others who might crumble under the emotional weight of a mission, be it the loss of a comrade or the pressure of failure, Sigmas remain steadfast. They understand that becoming emotionally entangled clouds judgment and compromises the bigger picture. This isn't to say they're heartless. They value their teammates and the mission deeply, but their ability to compartmentalize emotions allows them to stay laser-focused when others falter. This emotional independence is particularly crucial in situations that demand tough decisions, moments where hesitation or sentiment could cost lives. For example, a Sigma won't let guilt or personal feelings stop them from making a difficult call, whether it's retreating from a failing mission to save resources or making a sacrifice to ensure success. They see the mission as a whole, not through the lens of individual attachments. Their detachment also makes them masters of composure. While others might be rattled by setbacks or losses, Sigmas don't lose their focus. This unshakable clarity keeps them effective, even in the most intense and emotionally charged moments. Ultimately, this emotional independence is what enables Sigmas to rise above the noise of war. They don't let emotions dictate their actions. Instead, they control their emotions to serve the mission. And when lives and outcomes are on the line, this objectivity becomes their greatest strength. Number 4, invisible leadership. Leadership doesn't always come from the loudest voice in the room. For Sigma males, leadership is quiet, subtle, and incredibly effective. They don't need to bark orders or seek the spotlight to command respect. Instead, their natural competence and calm, collected demeanor create a gravitational pull that draws others to them without effort. What makes Sigma leadership unique is its invisibility. They don't lead through authority or dominance, they lead through action. When a team is fragmented, disoriented, or in chaos, a Sigma steps up, not by shouting directions, but by taking initiative. They lead by example, showing through their focus and capability what needs to be done, and others naturally fall in line. This ability to influence without trying makes them invaluable in situations where traditional hierarchy breaks down. When formal leaders freeze or falter, Sigmas instinctively fill the void, not because they crave control, but because they're hardwired to solve problems and get results. Their quiet confidence reassures their teammates, creating a sense of stability and purpose, even in the most disorganized environments. Sigmas also have an uncanny ability to read the dynamics of a group. They understand the strengths and weaknesses of those around them, subtly guiding people toward roles where they'll be most effective. They don't micromanage or impose their will. They steer the team from behind the scenes, ensuring the mission's success without ever needing to claim credit. This invisible leadership is rare and powerful because it's not about ego, it's about results. Sigmas don't seek validation for their efforts. They're satisfied knowing the job got done. And in high-stakes situations, their calm, understated influence becomes the glue that holds everything together, proving that true leadership doesn't always need a title or a spotlight. Number 5, silent operators. In the world of covert operations, the ability to operate under the radar is invaluable, and Sigma males are the masters of this. Unlike others who might seek recognition or thrive on the praise that comes with a job well done, Sigmas operate silently, focusing solely on results, not glory. This selflessness makes them the perfect candidates for high-stakes, behind-the-scenes missions where stealth is everything. Sigmas don't need validation. They're driven by an internal sense of purpose that keeps them locked in on their goals, regardless of who's watching or what accolades might come their way. This mindset makes them ideal for tasks where maintaining a low profile is crucial. Whether it's a covert infiltration, intelligence gathering, or classified operations, Sigmas don't stand out. They blend in, operating with a quiet efficiency that gets the job done without ever drawing attention. Their ability to stay unnoticed isn't just about avoiding detection. It's about staying calm, focused, and tactical. While others might be distracted by the adrenaline of high-profile missions, Sigmas are calculating every move, thinking 2 steps ahead. They don't get caught up in the noise of expectations or the pressure of success. They're all about execution. This doesn't mean they lack ambition or skill. It means their ambition is directed inward, focused solely on doing the job with precision. Their refusal to chase external validation makes them dangerous in the best way, because when they operate, they do so without ego or the need for recognition. In covert operations, where the goal is to be effective without being seen, this silent, results-driven mentality is not just a strength, it's a necessity. In the world of espionage, sabotage, and clandestine warfare, Sigmas are the unseen hands that move the chess pieces. They don't need credit, they just need to win, and that's what makes them the ultimate silent operators. Number 6, mastery of strategic patience. In warfare, haste often leads to mistakes. Sigmas, however, have mastered the art of strategic patience. Unlike alphas who may rush to seize immediate results or assert dominance, Sigmas understand that sometimes the greatest advantage lies in waiting. They possess an uncanny ability to hold their ground, knowing that the perfect moment to strike will come, if they can remain calm and disciplined enough to wait for it. This mastery of patience isn't about passivity. It's about the quiet confidence that comes with knowing the situation will eventually align in their favor. Sigmas don't act out of impulse. They act with precision, waiting for the most opportune moment to make their move. This long-term view and ability to hold steady under pressure makes them exceptionally effective in high-risk missions like stealth operations, ambushes, or sabotage. While others might panic or act prematurely, throwing away the element of surprise or overexposing their position, Sigmas remain focused. They know that in operations where the slightest misstep can lead to failure, timing is everything. They wait for the right moment to strike, whether it's the perfect shot, the ideal escape route, or the precise moment to activate a plan. This patience can turn a disadvantage into an advantage. By biding their time and waiting for the enemy to make a mistake or reveal a weakness, Sigmas ensure that their actions are far more effective and devastating. They don't waste energy on unnecessary movements or rushed decisions. They conserve their resources, maintain their focus, and when the time comes, they execute flawlessly. In the end, this strategic patience isn't just about holding back. It's about knowing when to unleash. And in warfare, where most are blinded by the need for immediate gratification, Sigmas see the power in waiting. Their ability to wait for the perfect moment gives them a lethal edge, turning them into the quiet predators who strike with precision when others falter. Number 7. High pain. Tolerance. Pain is inevitable, but Sigma males don't let it define them. Whether physical or psychological, pain is just another obstacle to be endured, and in the world of high-stakes operations, their ability to withstand it without breaking is what sets them apart. For Sigmas, pain is not something to fear, it's something to conquer. Where others may falter, be it from exhaustion, injury, or emotional stress, Sigmas dig deeper. They've trained themselves to push past discomfort, using pain as a reminder of their strength rather than a limitation. Physical wounds, sleepless nights, or even the isolation that comes with high-risk missions don't deter them. They simply keep moving forward, focusing on the mission at hand. But it's not just the physical strain that Sigmas are immune to, it's the psychological pain too. Long-term missions often come with loneliness, fear, and the crushing weight of doubt. Yet Sigmas have the mental fortitude to endure isolation and hardship without losing their composure. They understand that the mind, like the body, can be trained to endure even the toughest conditions. Their high pain tolerance makes them the ideal candidates for grueling long-term operations that would break most others. In a world where pain often forces people to quit or give in, Sigmas stay focused on the goal, refusing to let discomfort derail them. Their ability to endure hardship without losing their resolve means they are relentless in their pursuit of success, no matter the cost. In the end, it's this indomitable ability to endure that makes Sigmas perfect for missions that demand everything. While others might buckle under the weight of pain, Sigmas stand firm, proving that true strength comes from the ability to endure, not just physically, but mentally and emotionally as well. Number 8, they don't need the why. While many soldiers need a clear why to power their actions, patriotism, loyalty to comrades, or promises of rewards, Sigma males operate on a completely different level. For them, the external motivations that drive others are irrelevant. They're fueled by an intrinsic drive, a core belief that compels them to perform, regardless of the external rewards or validation. Sigmas don't need to rally behind a flag or a cause to get the job done. Their commitment isn't tied to emotional attachments or ideals. It's simply part of who they are. They approach missions with a quiet, unshakable resolve, driven by their own personal standards of excellence, not by the need to impress or satisfy someone else's expectations. Whether the mission is to protect, to destroy, or to gather intelligence, Sigmas do it because they can, and because they know that completing the task is its own reward. This lack of dependence on external motivation gives them a rare clarity of purpose. They don't get bogged down by the complexities of why they're doing something. They focus solely on how to do it well. Where others might hesitate, questioning their loyalty or purpose, Sigmas are already moving forward, knowing that the task at hand is all that matters. Their ability to commit without the need for external justification makes them incredibly reliable, even in the most difficult or thankless missions. They don't need to be reminded of their duty. They simply do what needs to be done. And when it comes to mission success, having someone who doesn't need to be sold on the purpose is an invaluable asset. Sigmas get the job done, not because they have to, but because they choose to. Number 9. Self-taught warriors. Sigma males are driven by an insatiable hunger for self-improvement. Unlike others who may rely on formal training or external instruction, Sigmas make it their personal mission to master their craft, often outperforming their peers in critical areas like marksmanship, survival tactics, or hand-to-hand combat. Their relentless pursuit of excellence isn't about proving something to others. It's about proving to themselves that they can achieve perfection on their own terms. For Sigmas, training isn't just a box to check, it's a personal vendetta against mediocrity. They despise the idea of simply being good enough. Whether they're perfecting their aim with a rifle, honing their instincts in hostile environments, or refining their physical combat skills, Sigmas dedicate themselves to becoming true masters of their chosen disciplines. They don't wait for someone else to push them. They push themselves to levels others wouldn't even consider. This obsession with self-taught mastery allows them to surpass others who may rely too heavily on traditional learning methods or external validation. Sigmas don't need a classroom or a drill instructor. They study, practice, and refine skills in their own time, driven by the knowledge that true power comes from self-reliance and unyielding discipline. In a combat environment, this gives them an edge that can't be taught in a boot camp or through drills. While others might follow the standard playbook, Sigmas have rewritten the rules based on their own experience and relentless pursuit of perfection. Their skill set is a reflection of their commitment to becoming the best, not for recognition, but because mediocrity simply isn't an option. Number 10. Instinctive problem solvers. When it feels like there's no way out, Sigma males don't panic, they think. Instinctively, they're wired to approach every challenge with a clear, analytical mind, even when the odds are stacked against them. In high-stakes situations where others might freeze or rely on brute force, Sigmas find a way through by solving problems in ways no one else sees. Whether it's a tense standoff, a tight squeeze in hostile territory, or a complex logistical issue, Sigmas excel at finding creative solutions. While others might be overwhelmed by emotion or bogged down by conventional thinking, Sigmas take a step back, assess the situation from every angle, and pinpoint the most effective course of action. They thrive in situations where chaos reigns and the easy answers are long gone. Instead of looking for a way out in the traditional sense, they look for ways to outsmart the problem. In a standoff, they might use psychological tactics or environmental factors to their advantage, finding leverage where others see only deadlock. On hostile terrain, they won't just follow the beaten path. They'll read the landscape, adapt to the environment, and identify safe routes when others are stuck in fear or confusion. This instinctive problem-solving ability gives them an edge in situations where quick thinking is a matter of life and death. It's not just about intelligence, it's about thinking differently. Sigmas don't get boxed in by standard solutions. They actively look for what others might miss, often finding a way through that no one thought possible. In the face of the impossible, Sigmas are never out of options. They find answers where others are stumped, turning the tables on any challenge. In environments where only the resourceful survive, their natural ability to problem solve is what makes them truly unstoppable. As I wrap up, when you break it down, Sigma males aren't just good soldiers, they're the best soldiers. They don't need external motivation, titles, or the spotlight to get the job done. They work quietly, relentlessly, with a kind of self-driven intensity that most others simply can't match. Whether it's their emotional resilience, instinctive problem-solving, or ability to perform in extreme conditions, Sigmas are built for the toughest challenges. What makes them exceptional isn't just their skill set, but their mindset. They thrive in chaos, adapt to anything, and don't let fear or pain control them. Their leadership doesn't come from barking orders, it comes from quiet confidence and knowing when to act without needing recognition. They're not in it for glory, they're in it because they believe in doing the job and doing it well. If you're looking for a soldier who will never break under pressure, who won't need constant praise, and who can adapt to any situation with unshakable focus, a Sigma is your guy. They're the ones who make a difference when the odds are against you. So, if you've ever wondered what makes someone truly exceptional in the most demanding environments, look no further than the Sigma male. They don't need validation, and they don't need to be told what to do. They just get it done, and that's what makes them the best soldiers in the world. Thank you for watching. See you in our next video. God bless you.